안녕하세요, hello and good morning. Welcome to Korea. I am currently walking to the start of the Namparang trail, which is the first of 4 trails to complete the Korea Circumference trail. Got very lucky with the weather. It was raining all night, but the sun is out now. For those of you that have followed me on my trails before, welcome back. Good to have you joining me on another adventure. For those that are new to the channel, welcome. Little introduction. My name is Kirstine, also known as Restless Kiwi and also Homemade. I am a New Zealander, hence my funny accent, and I'm 48 years old. I love long distance hiking, or through hiking as it's known, and this is my 7th trail. So I've done Te Arara in New Zealand, Nogi Parlangs in Norway, Pacific Crest Trail in the United States of America, a homemade through hike through the North Island ranges of New Zealand, Budman Trail in Australia, and Hyson Trail in Australia. So as you can see, I've definitely got the bug of long distance hiking. This trail, for more detail, see my intro video, but in brief, I am hiking around the entire outside of Korea. There are 4 trails. Namparang goes on the south coast, Namparang, which is on the east coast, and then the Peace Trail on the north, and then coming down the Circumference, which is the west coast. So this is the first of many. Total trip 4,500 kilometers. This section 1,470 kilometers, and it follows the coast but also goes out onto a couple of islands as well, I think. So should be fun. Here we are. This is the start point of the trail, and this is the most southern and western point of mainland Korea, and it is a Tangkut, and it is where I am starting. So it is a pretty beautiful start point. I think that's a ferry, goes to Jeju Island. Gorgeous day. The cloud is burning off pretty quickly. Oh, and it looks like we actually have a start. Oh no, this is the information board for the trail that I'm going to do at the end. So not my trail, that's the Circumference trail. Alright, it goes down a little bit further there. So this trail is going to be starting off with a lot of stairs. I will be heading up to the observatory and then continuing up to a high point of 215 metres, and then along ridge lines for most of the day. So, not an easy start, and as the ribbons, it's the first trail markers. One's for my trail and one's for the Circumference trail. So I will be coming back this way in about 7 months' time, heading back down to touch the monument. Whew. Should be some fun in the meantime. So keep climbing the stairs. Oh, look at that. There's my first full trail marker. That there. Though, oh, that's the information centre. So that's one type of marker, and then I see another ribbon up ahead as well. Whoa. The views are lovely, and there's information boards, though I can't read them. They're talking about the provinces, but this is really just an excuse because there's a lot of climbing. Oh, the stairs. That a lot of stairs, but wow, beautiful view on these islands. Of course, that's the direction I'm heading, way off that way. And this is the observatory. Looks like a shell from the bottom. I'm not sure if that's what the design is. So go up, have a quick look. Finally at the top. And that's the observatory. It's not open, I'm here too early. A little bit about this place. And here's the translation. Thank you, Google Translate. Get to go down a bit now. There's quite a few people on the trail. It's 8:30, so I'm surprised by how many there are. And they're looking a bit like I was coming up the other side. It's not easy. Lovely marking, stood across the way and could see the ribbons fluttering, so just in case you forgot where we are. Ah, right. Oh wow, now we're back on proper trail. Nice. This is beautiful. And look, there's the first flowers. Those of you that are new, I'll take a lot of photos of all the different flowers and vegetation just as I things that are new to me I like to have a look at. But there's one hidden away in here as well. There we go. Of course, it's currently mid-March, so I'm at the tail end of winter, just about to head into spring. And I have heard that Korea is absolutely stunning in the springtime. And away from the fence, and yes, this is what I like. Pure nature trail. Woohoo! You do need to know which of the ribbons you're looking for in a few of them. However, the Namparang ribbons are quite clear. Oh, and across, good trail marking. Looking across the intersection, very clearly see, and it's got a ribbon here, and ribbons are a bit wet, can't see much on them, but there's also a that little blue arrow is my marker. Alright. Expectations already exceeded. This is beautiful. I met someone at one of the bus stations on the way to get here, and they said, oh, is the trail flat? And I can attest, most definitely no. Korea is a mountainous and hilly country. And I'm on a ridgeline, so it means I'm going up and down, up and down. Oh, lovely. I'm glad it's a cool day. It's 14 degrees Celsius, and that is absolutely perfect. I'm still sweating, but only just. But I wouldn't want to stop for too long, I don't think. Nice shelter. This would be lovely on a rainy day. There's a couple on the track. If I had one of these around camping time, that would be a nice place to set the tent up. Right. Still climbing. This looks like another shelter. What's this? Oh, it's like a viewpoint. It's quite neat matting to protect the dirt. Ooh. There's a pretty observation tower. Detail. All stamped in decorations. Every bit of the top's decorated. Nice floor work too. And it's a little hazy today. I am up in the mist here. So that's the observatory. Ooh. Looking across, still can't see the island I'm going across, because my island, there's a land bridge to get across to it. And there's the ridge lines. Following the ridge lines, so that's the shelter, just an empty building, but be a nice spot to have lunch if you were here at that time. Oh wow, even rubbish bins. Right, and continuing that way. Beautiful single track, yes. The markers are counting down Jean Pong, please excuse my pronunciation, to something. I'll have to research that later tonight, see what it is, because I'm definitely not getting there today. So, this looks interesting. I think this is a cemetery. I remember seeing the rounded mounds on some K-dramas. And yeah, those look like gravestones. So what a beautiful place to have as your final resting place. Very good trail marking. It's just starting to think, am I the right way? Go around the corner and there is the ribbon. So nice reinforcement marking. Onto road now. I'm trying to stop for once every hour to have a good stretch. I'm starting the trail with not a lot of fitness. I've been so busy trying to finish my house renovation. I wasn't getting out and doing any walking. I think I walked a couple of times in the last 2 weeks. But that's alright. It just means that I take it easier starting out on the trail. So I'm stopping every hour and having a break and stretching, because I always get really tight calves and sore shins when I'm walking. So keeping my speed low, short steps and lots of stretching, and hopefully that will make it better. Here we go, first bird. Hey, that's pretty. Makes it easy to cross the road. I love the ribbon just to reassure, yes, you should be crossing the bridge here. And so I shall. Oh, that's cool. Nice decorations. I'm on a peninsula, so there is actually ocean over that way, as well as the side that we've been seeing before. Nice clear trail marking, and back into single track. Woohoo! Oh, and back climbing a hill. Lots of birds around, it's lovely. Some neat rock formations along here. Whew. Still climbing. I think I'm getting pretty close to the top of this part. Lovely trail, nice and interesting. Rocks and roots are definitely not a formed footpath. It's funny being on a trail, not having done the research to know exactly what everything is. So, Dusul 9k this way, whenever that is. This is beautiful, single track, absolutely loving it. Looks like another cemetery just up there. I'm sparing back onto single track again. Is that pretty? Look like the nuts, but just the way they're branched off turns into flowers. Looks like I'm at the top of another high point. So back down again, ready to go back up again. Still been all beautiful single trail. Whew. Do you have to be careful of your footing? A little bit of a view. I'm trying new things out, so I'm trying this. I didn't actually check what it was. I think it was squid. But the reason I got it, it's got a very good energy content. And it actually tastes alright. A little fishy. But it's actually, yeah, pretty good. So having another break. Nice little spider web here. And so that's where I've come from. That's a better view of the little town I stayed at. Tangku. And heading up the hill again. Once again, good marking on the pine tree. I can see the markers flapping away. The temperatures dropped down to 10 degrees. It's been fine in the bush. This is a bit of an open bit here. Starting to get a little chilly, but I think we're heading back into the bush shortly. And by the way, when I say back into the bush, it's New Zealand, we call our native forest bush and exotics forest. So if you hear me say bush, what I mean is any form of trees like this. Right. Ooh, Chinese plaque. Assuming that's another grave. Oh yes, it's like we are heading back into the forest. These trails are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Gone into this sealed area. This is the first time the trail marking has let me down. There is a trail that way. I'm pretty sure we're going to keep going up this way. Hopefully I get around the corner and have a confirmation marking, but this is a clear junction that I would have thought would have a marker. Right, brr, that wind is chilly. Junction was way down there, just near the road, and yay, right, cool, I found the markers, so this was the main way to go. Alright, continuing to climb up. Here's some new flowers, all lavender coloured ones. Right. Different vegetation, getting up a little higher, I think. Hey. Still following the markers. Trail is still beautiful. A couple of rocks and roots that still need to be careful, but pretty easy going. I just saw what I think was a deer. Oh, God. I wasn't expecting that. I could hear something rustling, but by the time I got the camera out, it bounded away. But it was doesn't seem big, but bigger than a rabbit or that. Woohoo! Cool! Alright, where am I going? Oh, lots of nice ribbons to show where I'm going. Now, one of the things in my intro video I said I'm not doing a lot of planning ahead. That does mean that I need to take some contingency. So I am checking where I expect to be going for the day, just so that I know what I need to take. So I have got 2 litres of water because I'm expecting not to find water on the ridge lines, so that should get me along until I head back down to the bottom. And I have a little food video here, and in regards to food, I've got 3 days less 1 packet of ramen for dinner, and also less 1 ooh, where am I going? Up and over the rocks. Yep. Cool. And lunches, I'm buying them as I go. So for today I got the triangle kimbap I've seen in all the K-dramas. Right, I need the camera away. I think I need hands for this. Oh, that was not easy, trying to get up there and then coming across. And then now it gets easier. I was worried I wasn't on the path, but I can see a ribbon just floating through there. So it does seem to be the path. It's just a very adventurous path. Oh, wow. Oh, I got views. Oh, all right. Get off this rock pile. These little things have just started up. Must be something that grows up a bit higher. Right, and I think that's that high point, the 200 and something metre high point. Whew. So down I go and then back up again. Alright, little steep section. There's definitely lots of markers along the way. You always know how far you've got to go. Looks like we're coming out into a little open bit. What's this? Wow, that is fancy. I'm not sure who they are, but I think they were important people. Right, I see the marker by the tree. Oh, look, blossoms are starting on these trees. Spring is coming. Oh, we don't go the single track. We are on the road. Okay. Off the road now, back onto grass, and it looks like a head back onto single trail, which is good. There's some more flowers. They are not very big. There's my finger. Alright, up on top of the ridgeline again. Oh, this is, I've said it again, I'm a very enthusiastic person, and I tend to be quite happy with the trail, and this is more than happy. It's nice being back on trail. I find it so much more relaxing being on trail. While physically it's challenging, mentally it's nice. You can just go back to the basics. So my key concerns are generally water and I plan ahead to make sure that's not a stress food. Same thing again, I always carry a little bit extra than what I need. And shelter, don't worry about that at the end of the day when I'm getting time that I'm ready to stop for the day. So it's quite relaxing. I had a rather stressful year last year, and then went on a holiday which was great fun, but tiring. It was pretty full on in Central and South America, the Mad Venture overland trip. Met some great people on it, had a lot of fun, but being around people all the time is hard for me. I do like my alone time. And then there was the stress of trying to get my house finished before the start of this hike. So that was the main focus. I didn't actually get a lot of time to think about the trail or do prep for the trail. And I didn't even take my pack for a warm-up hike, which was a rookie mistake because I've discovered a couple of flaws. And the first one is that on my hip pocket, zip opens the wrong way. And you would think that's not actually a big deal, but it is a big deal. It's annoying. It's better to be able to just open this corner to get things out rather than to have to open the whole thing. And I was going to keep my phone in there, but because I am not having a separate camera now, which I used to keep on a pocket on my chest strap, I am having to access my phone all the time. So keeping it in the zip pocket is not very practical. So I have modified my Velcro pocket, and my neat little divider I've taken out. My toilet paper, hand sanitizer, InReach, I don't use them often, so they've transferred to the zip pocket. With the divider out, I can now put the phone across. It's a tight fit, but it works, and what that means is there's less wear and tear on the Velcro, and it's a lot easier to get in and out. If I can't access the camera, I won't take as much footage, so better to have it in a Velcro pocket. So anyway, after that big long ramble, what I'm trying to just say is it's lovely to be back on trail again. Ooh, that's my first hiker on the trail. It's got a flag on the back, I'm not quite sure what it says. It is a Saturday, so I expect to see a couple of hikers, but the weather's not great, which will keep a few away. Oh, right, yeah, so anyway, lovely to be back on trail. 3 more hikers. They're in hats, gloves, jackets, trousers, lots of wool. They're all well wrapped up. They're looking at me like I'm mental, given that I am in shorts and short sleeves as well. The other guy was well wrapped up as well. I guess they're the normal ones and I'm the silly one, but I just get too hot when I'm hiking to put too much on. If I stop, then I have to put on a few layers of clothes, and it was typical. Hadn't been anyone for ages. I thought, oh, I'll stop and go to the toilet, and luckily I heard them talking, so I was able to wait. Now I will go.